can you address the comments you're being labeled on Yeshiva World and other websites as being anti-Semitic for comments you made 2 years ago? Can you address what was going on over there behind the scenes?
Oh, well, that was a battle with the Reform Party. I was the chairman at that time, and it was about educational standards. I've since been meeting with all the groups that have been mentioned, and obviously we'll be able to discuss that during the course of the campaign, because that's certainly going to come up, whether yeshivas should be regulated by the state and the city, as the Constitution requires statewide, or whether they should be able to go it alone. But I'm certainly having a number of conversations with people.
And any apology in order?
I shouldn't have used some of those words, obviously. It was in the heat of a political campaign. But what Jewish people should always know is Curtis Sliwa was always there. When Crown Heights was in riots, the Guardian Angels and Curtis Sliwa was there. When there were attacks during Hanukkah, Curtis Sliwa and the Guardian Angels were there. When all of a sudden the attacks in Riverdale took place, Curtis Sliwa and the Guardian Angels were there. But don't call me an anti-Semite. I don't want my two sons, who are Jewish, my middle son who was just bar mitzvah, to think their father is an anti-Semite, because I'm not. We have some disagreements, we'll discuss them, we'll air them out, but the Jewish community has a friend in Curtis Sliwa, and they always have and they always will.
Okay. Now with the school thing, when you say that Jewish people moving in upstate, they don't pay the taxes, that's because they send the kids to private school. Don't you look at it as an independent? You call yourself an independent, and we're saving billions of dollars to the system by going to private schools, and which are better also.
Well, that's what we're discussing right now. We're comparing the analytics. They're educating me. One thing I know yeshivas do, I've been in plenty of them, is they teach you to learn. We may agree to disagree ultimately, but I'm certainly having dialogue now, and I will repair whatever damage was done by the statements I made in 2018.
Okay, and one more thing, now about the parade, what do you think of this?
Well, once again, the politicians have bogarted the parade. They had no place in the parade. It should have been just for essential workers. I want to know why the sanitation department wasn't here. They were as essential as any of the men and women who need to be honored today.
Right, they were here in the beginning. Sanitation, I think, was here all the way in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, but all of them should be out here because they risked their lives. I know, because as Guardian Angels, we were out there. Although we're not essential workers, we're volunteers. We know who was there, we know who wasn't, and I didn't see de Blasio, and I didn't see Cuomo. They shouldn't have been bogarting the parade.
Now, what message would you like to give to people watching this? You're going to be up now against Eric Adams. What message do you want to give?
Well, with Eric Adams, you know, I've been taken to task, but gee, he had a relationship with Farrakhan. How come nobody has ever asked him to explain that? I've had to explain my statements in 2018, but you think it's time for Eric Adams to have to explain his love, his support, even in defiance of David Dinkins? When Dinkins was mayor and said Farrakhan shouldn't speak here, Eric Adams said he should. I think you should hold him accountable. Certainly on me, and I've always been there for the Jewish people as a righteous Gentile. How come nobody's asking Eric Adams about that, huh?